Okay guys, welcome back to another live stream. We did one earlier today, but we are doing another one. This will be an emergency update from the one from earlier. We've had a massive pressure drop with our Herberto hurricane in the Sargasso Sea. Sorry if I said that wrong. It is in Cat 5 right now. It's been a Cat 5 for a little bit now, but I just haven't gotten up to it yet. We're going to be looking at some things. I found this today. Well, actually, a YouTuber found this today. I think it's pretty cool. A lot of models, for sure, as of right now. This one should hypothetically miss the U.S., so we shouldn't have to worry about this one too much, but the winds are just... The way it just depressurized was freaking crazy. So this is it, yesterday, and you can just see how quickly it intensifies today. So this is earlier today, and it just intensifies like crazy, and it expands so much. And then it starts to get into the later hours, and then now it's a Cat 5, and now it's now. Okay, so hello, Jose. So right now, this one has definitely expanded and dropped its pressure from, I'm going to say 940 all the way down to 925. So it's a pretty big pressure drop. It was definitely unexpected for today. Was not expecting it to actually strengthen as fast as it did. Looking from it earlier, it went from looking pretty strong, and then the winds were a little bit weak, and then all of a sudden it started spinning even faster, and then the eye widened, and the whole hurricane added like another like freaking 50 miles of length to itself, and then within maybe 30 minutes, crazy impressive of how fast it just strengthened. It was crazy. It was honestly, I wasn't expecting it to strengthen as fast as it did. But we don't have to necessarily worry about this one because it will be missing the United States. So no one really have to worry about, like, nobody has to really worry about this except for this island right here. This island might have to kind of watch out for this major hurricane, which it will be a major hurricane whenever it hits, well, not hit, but goes past this island, so definitely keep an eye out on that. Here's that island right there. I should have my, so here's the island, and then here's the hurricane. Let's see what its track is looking like. Okay, so some of the models are saying that it could clip the island, but it won't be catastrophic damage as some of the other ones that they could have been hit by. So they don't have to worry about it as much. So I'm not too worried about it, but right now it is extremely strong. It's yeah. The heck? What's going on with my microphone? Oh, there we go. That's why nobody could hear me. Thank you, Jose. Okay, I fixed it. Darn microphone. I knew something was wrong with it. I mean, I didn't, but I didn't realize that it, yeah. Anyway, back from, where we were, that's so embarrassing. Anyway, like I was saying earlier, since nobody could hear me, this one strengthened, way too quickly for what we were expecting earlier, forecasted. It was probably around 940, and then it all of a sudden dropped, down to 925. Oh, I know. Thank you for telling my dad, because I didn't know. But it was just such an impressive, drop. It was freaking crazy, honestly. I didn't realize that it was going to strengthen as much as it did. The eye wall, hold on, I gotta look at this through, this thingy. Where is it at? Yep. Yeah, there we go. I mean, it was just crazy. I can go back a little bit further to where it was still a Cat 4, from earlier. So this is not it. So this is whenever I first saw it, which was about, if it'll show it here. So this is whenever I first saw it, and you can just see how fast it's starting to strengthen. It looks like it's weakening now, but it's not. Trust me, it's definitely not. And actually, it seems like it's rotating faster than what it was earlier, which I think is freaking crazy. Also, don't believe these little lines are like an entire like 40 miles off. It's so annoying. But yeah, for sure though. I mean, it's crazy, freaking how fast it just upgraded to a Cat freaking 5. I thought. So we have two areas right now that we're watching. We're watching this one, and then we're watching the Cat 5. So this one right here. This one should have already been a tropical storm, at least is what I was trying to think was going to happen, but apparently it didn't. Sorry about that. So I didn't realize how slow this was going to strengthen, but it is also, going to hit the Bahamas, and it's hitting parts of Cuba as of right now. But yeah, it seems to be getting there. I think by tomorrow it will for sure be not a category, tropical storm. Bahamas will be hit. It will be a low-end tropical storm, so it won't be too bad. All of these were in warnings and stuff, including parts of Florida, but I think this has actually shifted more to the right or more east, per se. We will also be doing the winter storm stuff, but I just have to cover this hurricane stuff first if you want to continue watching for that. As of right now, the Cat 5 will be pretty strong until probably Monday. So it will be a long-lived Cat 5. I mean, not really. It's only like 3 days, but I think it's pretty long. The only crazy thing is that I don't think I've ever seen a millibar drop this low before, like as fast as it did. Like it dropped 12. No. It dropped 17 freaking millibars within like an hour and a half, maybe, which is, I think, it's just crazy. I mean, I can't keep forgetting about that. Like the lowest millibar was 880, I think, or 818. Crazy. It was. I don't know if it was a hurricane or not. I have zero clue. It probably was. Oh yeah, it was, and I think it was like a strong Cat 5 or something. I don't know, but this one will definitely. If it was gonna make landfall, it would be pretty bad, but it's not. Luckily. As far as we know as right now, this one could get torn apart by this one. The reason why I'm saying that is because their tracks are like basically right next to each other. Why is this lagging so bad? Jeez. Hold on. I wonder if it'll let me. Ooh, it does. Holy. Alright. Okay, so I guess this kind of does work. Alright. I don't know if y'all know this, already knew this or not, but the back side of the hurricane, this side right here, is always going to be worse than the front. It's crazy to think about, but it is true. So, like, if you think the front was bad, just wait for the back of the hurricane. It's so much worse. Like, it's crazy. And it sucks, too, because a lot of people get injured from the back instead of the front. The storm surge part is definitely worse from the front, but it's interesting. Alright, let's move on to the winter outlook. Really quick. What am I doing? Yep, there we go. Alright. So, back to our winter stuff. Wow, I said that really weird. Back to our winter outlook for October and the rest of September. Holy snow. That's what I gotta say for this model run. This model run is definitely showing a lot more snow than as I was anticipating from earlier. Let's look at the totals really quick to see exactly how much snow could be possibly dropped. I mean, that's actually not too bad. I thought it'd be worse. The main areas that we'd be looking at is Wyoming and Colorado. in parts of Utah and Nevada, and maybe even California with the mountains. So, Holly, what do you mean? Why is it worse? Are you talking about the hurricane or the weather model? You're just talking about the hurricane. It's a very interesting hurricane. Oh, I think you're talking about the back. Oh, that's a really good question, actually. I don't know exactly why the back is worse. Let me actually search that up. Wow. This isn't giving me a... The back or the left side winds are moving in the opposite direction, which can slow them down. Wait, what? How does that... Rather, the right side, the dirty side of the hurricane, northern hemisphere, are more dangerous, caused by the storm's forward motion, add speed, your rotation. So I guess it's the movement of the hurricane. So I guess if it's moving, I guess the wind gets pushed to the back. I don't really know. That's a good question, actually. I don't know why it is worst. Winds on the backside, you're opposite, moving opposite forward. Oh, okay. So I guess I don't know. I thought that'd be a good answer, but apparently that is not. The right hand side. Well, for this one, it is kind of the right hand side. Not all hurricanes hit at night. Okay. No, I don't know. Oh, geez, Louise. 882 millibars. That's crazy. I don't know. I'll have to do more research on it. Later. Because I don't know exactly. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, I was curious because I know they were talking about that last year. Yeah, honestly, I don't know why the backside is worse. To be honest, maybe it's just, I don't know. I have to definitely do more research on that. For sure, because I don't actually know why the backside is worse. Weird. Alright. Definitely I'm gonna have to figure that out. That's something I definitely need to learn. Back to our winter model thingy McBob. Definitely this model has been showing a snowstorm for the past I don't know, 3 days now. For the northern part of Texas, which is interesting. The freezing rain hopefully isn't too bad. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Okay, that's good. Canada's gonna get bombarded by freaking icy rain. Jeez, almost up to it's an inch. Jeez Louise. Okay, it's not too bad. Let's check the European models, which is a different kind of model. Yeah, there we go. This one will show more detail compared to the GFS models, which is kind of nice. yeah, like you can see like how much more detailed that really is compared to the GFS models, for sure. Yeah, so this model run, or this model in general, is just showing more snow overall. For New Mexico, pretty sure that's Utah. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not the brightest with my states. Definitely Colorado. Hopefully that's Nevada or Utah. I don't know exactly. Wyoming and all these states with snow. All of them will probably be getting snow at least next month. It's probably going to be like a 40% chance, and there's a very, very, very slight chance that New Mexico could be getting snow within that time frame. The temperatures will not be lasting too long for New Mexico, so that snow will probably melt within like an hour or two of it actually falling, which is not great, but that's kind of what I would expect. It's still basically summer for Texas right now. Let's check for the temperatures. Alright, temperatures don't seem too bad right now. Okay, so what I'm gonna need anybody to watch above this line to see where a cold front, or a Arctic blast I should say, is coming from. So I think it's gonna either come from here or here. It could come from either one of those directions, because that's what they were showing earlier. Oh, I think we got our answer. Oh, okay, this is actually a surprising answer. It's basically both. Okay, so it's very interesting. So right now, the coldest temperatures within this month and next month will be around here, which we kind of all expected, because it's the mountains and it's like the Northern Rockies and stuff. At least that's what they call them. The temperature drop will not last too long at all. It'll probably only last about 2 weeks. Not 2 weeks, like 2 to 3 days. It's not too long. The coldest temperatures will be in Canada still. But there will be another Arctic blast. So there's actually two. So there's one that comes from Alaska, which I kind of found out last live stream I did earlier. And there's also one that comes from up here, going down. It does kind of push kind of far. I mean, it pushes down to here. Texas is kind of hit by this. It's kind of colder. What am I doing? It's kind of colder with the averages being around 80 or, at least below 90, which is good. But this will all drop down to like the 40s and the 50s and the 60s and stuff, so that's very interesting. I also wrote down the temperatures for those mountainous regions that I was talking about. The temperatures were going to be... Oh, wait, no, sorry. It was the northern Texas temperatures, which was going to be 36 degrees from the Arctic blast from the left of the United States, or the Northern Rockies, I should say. Let's actually check if that is still there. It's for this model run, so we'll have to see. I'm not seeing it. Nope, I don't think Texas is gonna get back down. Right there. Okay, so it looks like the model has definitely changed. I could show you a model run from earlier today, which will probably be this one. I don't think it worked. Okay, this one. This is a model run that I was looking at earlier. I don't know if this is the one that showed Texas could get down to 36 in the northern part or not. Okay, yeah, it definitely was. Yeah, so like this is the same model that we're using, but you could tell that it has a different kind of model run to it. It gets down to 37 in Texas, which is kind of nice. But the temperatures, you could tell like it's a lot more expanded from earlier's model run. It drops down to freaking in the negatives in some spots if it'll work, but it's okay. Wait, here. This is where I can actually show you the negatives. Yeah, -1, -5, -6, -13 right here. So yeah, it's pretty cold for the mountains. But then it warms literally right back up, like maybe 3 days later. So it's not too impressive. This is what the snow totals were looking like earlier from the same model run. You could tell that it was a lot more. Whoops. It's a lot more expanded, and actually, it even showed some snow fall, possibly even in Texas and even Oklahoma, which I think is freaking crazy. I don't think it's ever gonna happen because the temperatures never get cold enough for that anyway. You can definitely tell that this snow is like a lot more expanded, for sure. And then you'll have some high points for the mountains. So definitely, the model run is still holding strong with this though. The kind of this same setup. I can show y'all. Yeah, you can tell like it's actually extended a little bit further south. Okay, there's no way. Hold on. There's no way that little piece of snow will make it all the way down that far south. Like, I believe this, but not that. That's too far down south. That's gonna melt within like 2 seconds. Anyway, I think this is gonna be more of like a scattered kind of scattered storms kind of setup for this snowfall. The mountains will definitely get some ice as well. So it's like kind of scattered storms of these, like the snow and ice. That's for sure. Right here, you can kind of see that scattered pretty far along. Actually, one of these. Hold on, this is definitely gonna change. So take this from a grain of salt. But it seems like there could be a small little system right there that's moving pretty darn far south. Obviously, take that from a grain of salt. It probably will never happen because it's literally the latest model run, and it changes pretty quick. So yeah, it's probably not gonna happen. But that's kind of far down south. Yeah, let's look at our wind chills. Our wind chills usually show something kind of crazy. Usually, yeah, you can already tell that they're getting colder temperatures. The wind chill is like, I'm sure you know what that is. If you don't know what that is, you can ask questions about it. I'll tell you because I actually know what it is. But if you know what it is, then, well, you know. Canada's freaking chilly. Per usual, I mean, it's Canada. I wouldn't expect any less. The wind chill isn't as cold as I was expecting, which is kind of interesting. There could be another cold front right here, pushing into Texas. I don't know how far this one's gonna make it. Here's the lighter cold front right here. I know this is kind of weird, but that's how the cold front apparently extends. Yeah, so this is the main-ish cold front, and then this is the really big main cold front. So this is kind of like the Arctic Blast cold front, which is this straighter line. This one's just like a regular cold front that you'll get during like fall. If you're a person that likes the trees to turn colors, let me check the foliage report. Ooh, I didn't know that changed colors like it did. Ooh, interesting. Oh yeah, this is what I saw it on. Okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Anyways, like I was saying, foliage report. There you go. Okay, so for Texas, obviously the trees aren't going to change right now. But if you want to see trees changing right now, try to get to this yellow, or this like, darker orange, or maybe even this orange, or this orange right here, which is its peak color. The red will be its peak color. It's kind of nice that it shows you this. I didn't realize what the foliage report was until I actually looked at it. I found it very interesting. So, yeah. Hold on, I gotta see if this is about fog. It's just fog. Okay. Is it happening right now? Hold on, I'm sorry. I gotta check this to see if it's happening right now. Which I don't think I have fog. Yeah, I don't. Or maybe I do. Yes, I do. Okay, so yeah, there's definitely some possible fog right there. There's more than one radar that shows that. There could genuinely be some snow right there. Okay, that's just a radar glitch. Okay, so yep. Alright. Nothing too crazy right now. What the heck is this? I swear these change. Oh, more snow for Alaska. How much are they getting? 3 to 5 inches. Nice. Who would expect that? It's a big area too. I didn't expect it to be that big. Earlier it was a lot smaller. But geez Louise. Holy macaroni. Alright, let's turn this foliage report off. But yeah, definitely crazy stuff though. I am probably gonna end it here. Why is it showing big drops? Anyway, alright guys, I'm gonna end the live stream here. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Bye Jose if you're still watching.